mainlocation.tv. We're here at Matsuricon 2013. I'm here with Mr. Chuck Huber. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Great. So how did you first get in the world of voice acting?
I was a theater friend of mine, Brad Jackson. He plays the character of Oolong on DBZ, and he said they're having auditions for this Dragon Ball Z anime series over in North Richland Hills. And I was like, that totally sounds like a scam. Do they make you pay or something? And he's like, no, seriously, you should go check it out. And I almost didn't go at all because I was like, you know, it didn't seem like a real thing, but I did. And this bald guy came out and he was like, hey, my name's Chris, come in to audition. And then I got the role of... There's a loud, amazing squeaking noise going by right now. I don't know if you could hear it. I hope you can't. But anyway, I got the role of Garlic Jr. and then Android 17 and DBZ, and it all just started from there.
You work as a director on stage, and you do stage work. Did this help you prepare for your voice acting work, knowing that you could use both talents in order to help each other?
Yeah, any acting helps. Any acting. Anytime you get better at one part of the craft, you get better at another part of it. And a lot of what I do always feeds into the other areas of my acting life, because I direct movies, I've worked on stage, I've done television shows, I've acted in movies, so it all just kind of feeds into it. Although voice acting is a very specific thing. It's not there. Sometimes you have incredible actors and they're just not very good at voice acting because it ends up being just... There's sort of a technical skill to it that sometimes actors sometimes have a hard time with.
Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes. And how did you enjoy your time working on the movie Parkland?
Oh, that was amazing because they didn't tell me who my scene was with, and then they're like, I was going down to Austin to shoot, and they're like, your scene's with Paul Giamatti, and he was one of my favorite actors. So it was just the most amazing part of it to me was getting to like rehearse with him, because you sort of rehearse informally on a movie set. And so it was just, we were sitting back by craft service, and it was like, guess it's time to rehearse. And then I was like, okay. So then, you know, just got to rehearse with Paul Giamatti and sort of talk about what we wanted to do with the scene.
That must have been really a good joy. So how was it like working with Brina Palencia and working on the Troubadour series with her?
Brina is absolutely one of my favorite people in the world. And working on Troubadours gave me a lot of confidence and gave me a lot of experience to continue working on my own films, and we've worked together many times, and she's an amazing person.
Awesome, awesome. And One Piece is finally back on Toonami where it belongs. What are your thoughts on the series getting back to where it belongs, back on Toonami?
We just killed someone over there. Toonami, yeah, One Piece just needs to be anywhere because it has to be everywhere in order to get all the episodes it's going to have out. I mean, there's so many episodes and so many characters in that show. But yeah, I think that's one of those really good fan shows, so it's good to have it back where it needs to be.
All right, and now tell us about your time working on a game that I love to death to play and hear all of you is Borderlands 2.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that game was fantastic. I've played all 4 DLCs. I have the Necromancer, so I can play around with Jeremy Lee every once in a while and have her blow people up. Having Brian Ramsey go, you get a bullet, everybody gets a bullet. Yeah. That's probably some of my favorite lines. And hearing you as the ship cook. Oh, and Captain Scarlet was going, hey, by the way, we might just pour some sauce over him and toss him overboard and see if the sandworms want to eat him. How was it like working on that game?
Well, the writer on that was just amazing. Really, really good comic talent. Just a great writing talent. And I actually, not only working on it, but I enjoy playing it because it's like playing a video game with a bunch of my friends. It's like every time I turn the corners, there's some new quest giver, and I'm like, oh, look, it's someone I know giving me a quest. Or, oh, I'm killing someone I know, which I never get to do in real life.
I think Eric Vale, my favorite was he got to play the nerd for all of us. When he dies, he goes, I never got to finish my comic book collection. And I think that's a game that touches a lot of people just because of everything that you get to hear out of it. It's so much fun to hear your friends.
Yeah, definitely. So. It definitely it preaches to the fandom, for sure.
All right, and now you also have a way with words, and you got to be Austria in Hetalia, and which is a series that I think you and a lot of other fans like and have so much fun getting to personify those characters and distinct accents and characteristics. What was it like trying to work on Austria and its funness?
Austria, I have to do my hands like this when I do Austria. I don't know why. Otherwise, his voice doesn't come out. And it's something that's very... he's silly. Austria is very silly. I not only got to play Austria, but Jamie Markey and I were the writers on the show. And unlike a lot of the script adaptation that we do on Hetalia, because we were changing it so much from the original Japanese, we got to write a whole bunch of new jokes. And so Jamie's one of the funniest people I know, so it was great to get to work with her on that.
Yeah, I remember talking to her about that. She had a lot of fun writing those. And now, is there any way for fans to keep up with you online? I do believe you have a little bit of presence there on the internet that fans can check out.
Yeah, I have a Facebook page and a fan page, and they can. I don't even know what they are, but if you were to like go to Facebook and do Chuck Huber fan page, I think that's one of them. And then I think I'm Chuck Huber on the internet. And then, of course, you can just generally stalk me somehow through YouTube, probably. I've got a lot of my film stuff up there, too. It's cool to check out.
Awesome. And now, is there any upcoming projects you can talk about or current projects you want fans to know about? And a final message for all your fans that are out there watching.
Well, I know a lot of fans were disappointed when I stopped being Bones in the Star Trek Continues series, but I'm going to be the first AD on the next episode that we shoot up there, so I'm at least going to be part of the family. That's probably the most current thing that I got going on that I can talk about.
Any messages for your awesome fans out there that are currently watching?
I love you all so much.
All right, thanks so much for talking with us, Chuck.